Welcome to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne will teach you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.
In this episode of Claim Your Excellent Life, we are going to talk about how do we deal with critical friends. I actually find that sentence a bit of an oxymoron because friends are people who truly care about you and are interested in you, and many unconditionally love and respect you for who you are and what you're doing in this world. They share interests with you. They want to hear about what you are doing with your life and how you're doing. They actually care. When we allow people into our lives who are critical and like to blame us for things, we need to ask the question as to why this may be true. I would have to say that in most cases, a critical person has a definite lack of self about themselves and have this thing called self-respect, are out there in the world making people feel better, helping people aspire to be the best that they can be, giving them warranted compliments, and engaging them in things that will help them grow. Now, there's a difference between being critical and giving information that one feels is necessary. So if you feel a friend is doing something behaviorally that might be problematic, well, the right thing to do is to share with them your observations of their behavior and why it is you feel that this might be problematic. And then it's up to them to make a decision for themselves as to what they may or may not do about it. Another piece of this is something that I see all too often out there in the world, where people are always diagnosing other people with mental health diagnoses. There's an inherent problem with this, even if a person is a licensed professional, and it's called boundaries. The only person who should be diagnosing somebody else with some kind of mental health issue is the mental health professional that was employed by that person for that care. That is the only person. Otherwise, it's a total boundary break. It's invasive, it's destructive, and it hurts the person with whom you feel like you're helping through doing this diagnosis of this person that you don't have the right to diagnose, even if you know everything there is to know about psychology. Because this is the thing. If you're not asked, it's really none of your business at all. So if someone comes up to you and wants to diagnose you with some mental health issue and tells you, oh, you're bipolar, or you have narcissism or personality disorder, or you hear that they're talking about you behind your back, this is a person that you need to cut out of your life. They are toxic to themselves, they are toxic to you, and they are certainly not a friend. Now, there's another part of this that one needs to look at as well, and that is, are you a critical person who blames other people for the problems you have in your life? Because in neurolinguistic programming, we have this concept called perceptions projection. And what we mean by this is that which we perceive in ourselves, we project out to the other people in their lives. So I'll give you a little story from my own life about this. I'd gone out to California to do a very intense training. And when I came back, I was full of anger toward my then husband. And he very innocently asked me why I was so freaking angry with him. I had been gone for the last week. What could he have possibly done? And what I realized at that point when I actually looked inside myself is that I had a lot of anger toward a lot of situations that I was dealing with not so well in my life at the time. I was really unhappy. And yes, some of it had to do with his lack of ability to do simple things like clean up the car before picking me up at the airport when it was so full of dirt the side windows were filthy. It doesn't really take that much to get to the automatic car wash place to clean a car. But that wasn't the real issue. The real issue was that there were other things that were going on in the dynamic in our relationship, which was, at the time, very unhealthy for both of us. And I needed to look at that, and I needed to look at my part in it, and I needed to take responsibility, which I actually did. So, perception is projection. Look inside yourself before you get upset with others. And if you can do that with a clear heart and mind, you know that you didn't do anything to cause any of this to occur, and it might be something going on with them. Well, perhaps it's time for you to terminate that relationship. And the best way to do that, well, there's two ways that you can do that. The first way can be that you can sit down and talk with them. I usually like people to sit face to face and have an honest conversation with the person and just let them know that the reason that you really don't want to continue with a friendship is because of these behaviors, and you give them the chance to do something different. And then you have to tell them what it is that you want them to do differently, like to think before they talk to you and to edit out criticisms that are not necessary and things of this nature, and give them a chance to change their behavior. And if they don't change their behavior, then you cut them out. The other way to do it is just by having less and less interaction with them over time. And when a relationship isn't being fostered, it usually dies. Anyway, I hope that you found this helpful. And as always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time. If you have enjoyed Claim Your Excellent Life, we'd really appreciate it if you go over to iTunes and give it a 5-star review. If you have found Claim Your Excellent Life to be helpful to you, and maybe even life-altering with the information that we have shared here, and to allow us to continue this work, which we really do enjoy doing for you, you can sponsor us at patreon.com. That's spelled P as in Paul, ATREON as in Nancy.com. Again, that's P as in Paul, AT as in Tom, REON as in Nancy.com, where there's a few different levels of sponsorship that you can choose from to help us to continue doing this work. We thank you for any assistance that you are able to give us.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne teaches you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.